Hello and welcome to Kez Book Reviews. How are you all? I hope you're all very, very well. It's not very nice weather here for the last week. It's been a little bit cold and rainy and windy, but it's the perfect time to read you a story. Now, I came across this book here and I fell in love with it. I love pocket books because they are so good to take away with you. They don't take up too much space. Pop them in your handbag on your flight, your train, your car, your caravan, wherever you're going. They're great little fellows to take with you. This one is called The Gift of Story, and what attracted me is from all this week I will be reading short stories to you instead of book reviews, because I have many little short stories here from different authors that want to get their work out there but haven't yet got a fully published book. So that's what I'll be doing this week. But what's this book about? Well, the author of the book is Clarissa Pinkola Este. She has a PhD and she's an author of Women Who Run with the Wolves. This book is The Gift of Story, a wise tale about what is enough. Okay, so here we go. Now, I don't normally do this, but this just intrigued me that the it's a story from the 1800s, and I'll show you how she started off the paragraph, and I just adore stuff like that. It's very, very old school, old world, but when I was a little girl, and my mother encouraged me to read the Bible or read any books that she delighted in, they always started off with the first letter of the first word, picturesque, and I still love that feeling I get when I see that. It brings me into the story. So let's begin. I will read you maybe a couple of paragraphs and then I will carry on tomorrow, because this story is just beautiful. A long, long ago, during the war, a small farm in Hungary was overrun 3 times by 3 different armies. Toward the end of the war, in the winter, just 3 days before Christmas, yet another army came through. And it took nearly everyone who was left away to enforced labour camps. The others, they marched to the border and left them there stripped from their clothes and shoes. By a miracle, one of the old women was able to hide in the forest, frightened and dejected. This woman wandered through the wood for endless hours, trying to make herself as black as the tree trunks one moment or as white as the snow the next. All about her was the starry night, and from time to time the sound of snow falling from the trees. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard snow fall. I have, and it's completely silent, but when the snow falls from a tree, it does make a sound. In time, she came to a small shed of the kind that hunters use. Finding it empty, she entered and sank to the floor in pure relief. It was only moments before she realized that there was another with her in this hut. Half in shadow was another soul. It was a very old man whose eyes were filled with fear, but she knew right away that he was not her enemy. In a moment, he realized that she was not his either. To tell you the truth, they were both more odd-looking than frightening, for she wore men's pants that were too short, a coat with one sleeve missing, and an apron wrapped around her head instead of a hat. As for him, his ears stuck out, and his hair was just 2 little white tufts each side of his head. His pants were like balloons with 2 tiny little twigs inside them, and his belt was so big it was wound around his waist twice. There they sat, 2 strangers, both very frightened, with nothing to them but their names, stripped of everything except their own heartbeats. There they were, 2 refugees, listening hard for footsteps in the snow. 2 souls ready to flee at a moment's notice. And I will leave it there, folks. I'm enjoying reading this to you. I hope you enjoy it too. And I will see you tomorrow with the rest of the story. Bye from me.